Hello guys, let's talk about MapReduce algorithm and architecture more granular way. As we mentioned in earlier lecture that the next lecture will be coming and we will understand the MapReduce workflow and architecture more detailed. So still this is an overview and simplified version of the whole architecture, and we are going to make it more easy so that it could be understandable. So suppose we have a large file, and this file is a size, as we mentioned in the last lecture, of 1 TB of data, and we make a split of each file, and the split is having a size of 256 MB. So each split, if it is having 256 of 256 MB of data, then overall we will be having 4000 of splits. Now in map stage, what we have discussed like the master is going to talk about different slave nodes, and these slave nodes are actually commodity CPUs in nature, and we are having altogether 1000k of slave nodes. So if we have 4000 splits and if we have 1000 slave nodes, then each node is going to take a responsibility of 4 splits, and that's why we have shown there like the splits could be, if the ID of splits like 4, 6, 13 and 50. So each worker node, so say for example this is my worker node and 3, and this worker node 3 is actually taking responsibility of split ID 4, 6, 13 and 50. So that we have seen and understood earlier way. And to have a track on master creates one data set, you can say, or a table in his memory to understand and track it easily. And there we have seen like there is a split number or split ID where the split comes or starts from 1 to 4k, because we have altogether 4000 splits. And there we have like worker node. So the number of worker node, if you make a count of this worker node, it would be 1k. So every worker node ideally takes responsibility of 4 splits, and there are some status like whether they have they made their processing in completed stage, or is it in progress stage, and is it in ideal stage, etc and etc. So that is all about information. This information is very handy for map, map processing or map stage. If we split it in two stage, there is map stage and there is reduce stage. So this information is really handy for map stage. Now what map stage exactly does after that? So every commodity CPU, if we talk about worker A from the perspective of map stage, then it goes to every split ID. Say for example it goes split ID 4, it goes split ID 6, 13 and 50, and it determines their keys and values, because those files are majorly delimited by some semicolon kind of thing, or there would be some delimiters which is going to say what is your key and what is your value. So based on that it goes to split number 4, and based on this information it determines and find out the keys. So what it does, and it creates a map for the time being, and that map is very temporary in nature, because every split, it is not doing for entire stuff, right? It is doing for 4, it is doing for 6, it is doing for 13, it is doing for 50. So it creates all these maps and it just does it dumbly. Now this is the next stage, which is the reduce stage, where it does the aggregation, and this aggregation stage is very important, because we are having, if you just see this example, we are having car, tea, car and dog. So car is coming 2 times, so that means in 4 or 50 the car is lying in a common way, but it does not have any information in the map stage. The frequency of car could be appended, or it can be appended, or we can do something over here. I mean, we can create some aggregation on top of it. I mean, even if we don't append it, we can create some aggregation on top of that. We are not doing that in this map stage. So what we will be doing in the reduce step, the first step in the reduce stage is to create bucket. So every worker node is going to have some buckets, and workers out, which is an intermediate output, the workers output will be stored into corresponding buckets. So how these buckets will represent this output? Suppose we have this type of words. So for better understanding or simple, if we understand it very simply, these buckets is having some keys which starts with the starting character of this word. So there would be A, B, C, D. So car, it will directly go to C, and car, it will directly go to C. So in this bucket, there would be like 2 entries which comes from C. It might be cat also, that might go on to C as well. So in this way, it actually fills the bucket. Now you can see, if you overall see, we have represented here 3 worker nodes output, intermediate output rather, more specifically to say. Now in this worker A, we are having car. In this worker B, we are having car. In this worker C, we are having car as well. So every buckets C is having some data. Now this data, whatever is stored in this bucket, has not been aggregated yet. It is in some stage, or it is kind of in a bridge which will help us for aggregation. So now the master creates another table, and that table or information, that table is becoming very handy for reduce stage. And what that table talks about, that table is having same information, but instead of split, it is having bucket. So bucket is having A, B, C, D kind of thing bucket, and which buckets associated with which worker, and that worker is in which stage. Is it completed? Is it in progress? It is ideal. Now what this worker means, actually we will define it. Suppose there is a for bucket C means this bucket. This bucket is associated with worker A. So what that worker exactly will do? That worker, say for example, is accumulating or aggregating everything which is responsible for C. Then this worker is simply go and try to find out the bucket and make an RPC call and stores the data dumply at first time, right? So it creates an RPC calls to each worker machines to know the data. Not frequency is not the right term, to know the data. So he actually makes the data which is related to the key C, right, or which is not related to the key C, which is related to bucket information C. Now this information then is being sorted, right? This information is being sorted for better processing, right? Then it is being stored first of all on RAM, and then it is being stored on hard drive, and finally from this hard drive it is sent to the distributed persistent database system, right? So in this way it actually goes. Now from the map perspective, we have created 4K splits. In reduce we normally create 8K buckets, and these buckets are termed as A, B, C, D. No, this is for our simplicity purpose. Actually what we actually do hash of key, means whatever the key comes in the map stuff, we do a hash of it. So whatever hash we will do of car and car will remain same. So hash of key divided by 8K, that is because we are having 8000 buckets, and then we redirect it to the corresponding bucket. The same thing which we do and understand in case of distributed database. The same way partition key, how the partition key and partition function works, the same way we works here. So in this way actually this result comes. Thank you so much.